I am the Dadcrafter, and this is another live stream on the internet where I'm going to be taking on the Chest Cavity Challenge. This is the challenge where I'm trying to open up all sorts of mobs to see what they've got going on inside and to find out if I can't use those things to make the Dadcrafter even stronger than he already is. I've got my handy dandy chest opener tool that you can see here in my hand, and that's what I'm going to use to make sure that these mobs behave and that I get all the fun things that they're carrying around. In the last episode, I found myself down at the bottom of the world, mining away for diamonds, and then eventually blew myself to bits because I decided to test out that creeper appendix to see exactly what it does. Well, turns out it does exactly what you think it does. It makes you blow up. And we did discover that it's a one-time use tool. It gives you one opportunity to blow up because that creeper appendix is essentially a fuse. A fuse that will detonate the gunpowder that you are able to take with you as well, or put inside of you is probably more accurate. But we never did find those diamonds that we were looking for. We found 2 on our way down and then never found any more. So today we're going to take a little different approach. We're going to go caving. We're going to go and find our way out into our cave that we had discovered before. And we're going to make our way around the cave and see if we can't find some diamonds there in the cave. But before we do that, we're going to go back up to the surface and we're going to get ourselves a pickaxe or 2 so that we are able to mine some things. I'm going to make sure we have a good sword, going to make sure we have plenty of torches. So just going to do a little bit of prep up here at the surface, and then we'll head on down to that cave. If you remember, we built ourselves a roof in the last episode, so we've got this nice, safe house to hang out in now. Going to add one more torch up here. And then we emptied out our inventory last time, which looks like we've got a sword, got a cleaver, which I'm still not really sure what exactly we're going to do with that cleaver, but we've got one. Got a little bit of food, but I could certainly go for some more, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to cook up this mutton. We're going to need to put something else in there to cook with. We don't have a whole lot else, so we're going to have to go with some planks. And we're also going to craft up a birch boat. Looks funny. We're going to craft up a pickaxe, which will require us to grab out some cobblestone. We'll craft up that pickaxe. And then I think sword, pickaxe. I think we're probably good to head on down to the cave. What do you think? Yeah, say there's no reason not to. Got a little bit of a storm brewing outside. Tup Pup, thanks for joining. How are you doing tonight? I'm going to do a real quick reorganization of my screens here because I want my chat on a screen that I can see it a little more easily. And I want my streaming software on a screen where I can see it more easily. All about getting your priorities straight here. All right, heading back into the game here. Yeah, cave time. Cave time is the time. I'm doing pretty good. You know, it's Thursday night, and I found myself some time to stream, so can't complain about that. Definitely better than a Thursday night where I don't have time to stream. All right, we got some cooked muttons. We've got some food. We've got a plentiful amount of torches. I think we are ready to head down and give this cave another go. Now, the last time I was in this cave, I got myself all sorts of discombobulated trying to, head towards the light, so to speak. So we'll see if we can avoid that this time around. Now, I got to remember which way actually takes me into the cave. I know that I'd found a way into a cave from here. Ah, is this it here? This looks promising. Yeah, there it is. There's the lava. That tells me I'm on my way. All right, so this was... I'll put that there, hopefully to remind myself to head up this way. Kind of going to use some torches. Should have brought a few more blocks just to build myself a pathway down, but I guess I can always mine myself a pathway down, and that way I'll have it here for the future. Now my goal once again is diamonds. You know, that's what we're looking for here, is we're hoping to find diamonds. So hopefully those don't elude us again today, because it was pretty disappointing last time that we found those 2 on the way down, which was cool and all, but that was all that we ever found, was those 2. So we're going to hope that this time we can find more than 2. And, you know, that will be the goal, is let's get more than 2 diamonds. We're setting our standards really high here today. More than 2 diamonds. You know, sometimes you just got to set the standard low and hope that you can achieve it. We'll kind of mark our pathway here. Now I don't remember which way the actual cave was, but I'm thinking it's this way. We had a fairly large cave that we could explore. Oh, so you're thinking strip mine to find a cave. Interesting. Well, here we go. I knew I had a cave. I think I'm good with this cave, probably. What I didn't think to do was to get myself a better... boy. So we're going to need to find some iron here pretty quick, because the iron pickaxe is already expired. We didn't bring any iron down with us. What do you think? Is it safe to say that we'll find iron before we find diamonds? I feel like that's a fairly safe bet. Alright, before we do anything, we got to find our way down. This is kind of precarious here. I see a creeper already. Those guys don't take long to show up. Got like a spire here in the middle. I really want to get down by that lake, because I'm willing to bet that lake full of lava has got some diamonds. Tiny Fox, good to see you. Exam, uh-oh. What subject are we getting tested on here today? Oh, you're just in and out. All right, well, good luck on your exam. Hopefully everything goes well for you. Probably a final if I had to guess. So definitely more important than Minecraft is that you focus on your finals. I wouldn't be the Dadcrafter if I didn't give some good dad advice, which is stay in school, do your homework, take your tests, do well. All that stuff is important. One day you'll be old and able to Minecraft. And believe it or not, it's just as fun when you get old. The fun of Minecraft doesn't really go away just because you get old. It's the one thing my kids always tell me. You may be old, Dad, but you still know how to have fun. Actually, I don't think they've ever said that, but they should say that, because I definitely know how to have fun. Right now, I'm just trying to kind of create a stairway down into this cave, which doesn't seem like I'm having too much luck. I'm going to have to really work my way into the wall here, I think. My goal is to get down into this cave with a way that I can get back up, because there is a small chance, not that way, because there is a small chance that I have to come right back up to get to some iron to make an iron pickaxe. I really don't want to have to go back up. I really would rather if I just find it as I go. But there's a chance. Alright, let's see. Is this going to give me a pathway down? No, it's going to give me a way down. It's not the way I was looking for. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So, this looks like it's going to go down. We'll get there eventually. Key is kind of that mixture of safety and convenience. You know, I don't want to be too safe, but I also want to keep things convenient. I don't want to be rephrase that. I want to be safe, but I also want to make it convenient for myself. So creating a pathway down like this will give me an easy way to get back up if I get into trouble. Will give me a way to get out of here if I need a resource or anything else. Let's see. This is looking okay. Because we can go like this, and like this, and like this. That didn't get us quite all the way down. I'm liking what I see down there. That's that much I know. I know that I like what I see. But I got to get down there somehow. Oh man, Tough Pup. Chemistry is definitely not my forte, so I feel for you there. That's like pure memorization, which was never my favorite thing to do. But yeah, sometimes distracting yourself is the best thing you can do. If you've got everything studied, you know what you need to know. Sometimes the best thing to do is just kind of like find a way to unwind, get your mind off of it, and get to test day knowing that you know everything you need to know. It's a relationship map. Are you referring to your test? Your exam is a relationship map, or are you referring to what I was saying about the balance of safety and convenience? Either could be a relationship map. Oh, chem, duh. Yeah, got me off track there real quick. Chem is a bit of a relationship map. You are right about that. All right, let's see here. I feel like at this point there's got to be a way down that doesn't involve having to mine the entire way. Gotta be a faster way. There we go. Now we're finding it. Boom. All right, we have arrived down in the cave. We got a creeper over there. We surely have more mobs around. I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a fresh pickaxe just so I have one at the ready. Never did figure out what this cleaver is for. At some point I'm gonna have to test it out. Maybe we'll use it on a mob and see if it is like a... I can't tell if it's more of a sword or more of an axe, or if it's really just truly for meat. Weird as that sounds, in this game, this mod, I think there's a safe bet that that's what it's for. Alright, so we're looking for some iron. Level up that deep slate. Iron and diamonds right now. Preferably the iron first, but if we find diamonds first, I will not complain. Lots of lava. So the one thing we could do with all this lava is we could make a nether portal. Ooh, what am I getting hit by? Skeleton. All right, skeleton, you're getting the cleaver. We are officially going to test the cleaver. Oh, that was like a nice sweeping attack. I think it's officially a weapon because that did some good damage. We got plenty of obsidian down here if we could find a diamond, enough diamonds for a pickaxe, or we could use the water to make our own. So far this cave is a bit of a bust. Plenty, oh, there we go. Plenty of lava, but this is the first iron that we've found, and the first diamonds are still eluding us. Oh, pickaxe broke there. You gotta do something with the iron first, I suppose. Oh, 1 block of iron. That was not very useful. Yeah, it definitely feels weapony now that I've swung it around a little bit. This lava pit is quite menacing. But other than that, this cave is feeling very much like a bust. There's nothing in here but lava. Y for Honor. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. We are working our way around a cave, trying to find ourselves some diamonds after our uneventful diamond mine attempt. Now, I'm going to have to say, I wouldn't mind opening up one of these creepers. I really can't afford to open them both up. Ah, darn it. Ooh, a zombie villager. What is he doing down here? I wouldn't mind getting myself another creeper appendix. Let's see. Nope, wrong button. Gotta use the other button. Wouldn't mind getting a creeper appendix since I destroyed the last one that I had. Oop, there's another one. We'll get another attempt at that. Here we go. We got his appendix. Can we get his gunpowder next? He apparently can't explode when I've got his innards. Nice. Okay, well that was pretty cool. The last times I've encountered a creeper, they've always blown up on me before I could raid their organs. And got myself a fresh creeper appendix. I got my creeper gunpowder, which does not mix with other gunpowder well. But I managed to get all that without him actually exploding, so I didn't take any damage in the process, which is pretty cool. Got ourselves a zombie who's going to get himself the cleaver. Another zombie who's going to get himself the cleaver. A lot of mobs down here. Is there like a mob spawner over here, you think? Gotta be. With 4 zombies, there's gotta be something going on over here. 5 zombies, 6 zombies, holy cow. 7 zombies. This may be more than I can handle. Come on, get them, Cleaver. Come on, Cleaver. Get these zombies. Alright, there we go. Let's get some torches out and be ready for this, because what is over here? Oh no, it's just another cave. We stole his innards now too, so he can't explode without his appendix. That's pretty cool. Well, we officially know how to disarm a creeper, and that is awesome. Yeah, I don't like this cleaver anymore. Oh well, For Honor, I appreciate that. I really do. I've been trying to make content that people would enjoy watching, so I love to hear that you're enjoying it, and thanks for joining this first stream with me. I don't stream super often, but I'm trying to get a little more consistent. You know, it's being the Dadcrafter and all, a lot of it has to do with whether or not I can actually get my kids to go to bed at a reasonable hour. When I can, makes it a little easier for me to stream. When I can't, makes it a lot harder for me to stream. So we still need to find one more or 2 more pieces of iron so we can make an iron pickaxe, or else diamonds are going to be no good anyway. So far I'm seeing like redstone, like just redstone. We've acquired a couple of creeper appendixes. We've learned how to disarm a creeper. So watch this. We're going to go ahead and grab his appendix before he can explode. And that wood is so dumb because you can't combine it with anything. Oh, he can't even live without that appendix. That's interesting. Let's see. If I make planks out of the wood, does that work? Or is this wood just like garbage? No, it works. So it's weird, like the stuff you get out of the mobs doesn't like combine the same. Like these gunpowders won't combine with each other. So I'm going to have to drop those because I don't want to be walking around with 3 different stack, air quotes, of gunpowder, because it's really not a stack. It's 3 pieces of gunpowder taking up an entire slot in my inventory, and that's useless. I don't need to be doing that. And the wood was the same way, but at least it combined once I turned it into planks. And I've noticed that like the sticks that you take out of them, they're useless too. You can't even like craft anything with them. So there was no zombie spawner over here, which I thought for sure there would be. It was just a big cave that happened to have a bunch of zombies. So that was interesting. because I thought for certain I was going to come over there and find a spawner. The good news is we're doing pretty good about not dying. I mean, that's always good. Bad news is we're not finding iron, we're not finding diamonds, we're not finding much of anything. Skeleton. Oh, I see some diamonds. Of course, I'm not going to be able to do anything with them, but I do see diamonds. Can you mine diamonds with gold? That's the question. Because I do have a gold enough gold to make a pickaxe. There we go. We've got our first diamonds. We got another skeleton. Well, guess what, Mr. Skeleton? You ain't got a spine. Oh, you can still attack me with no spine? That's a bunch of crud. Alright, well, we took care of him. We're going to take care of our health here a second. Don't mine diamonds with gold. Alright. That's good to know. Oh, man, more diamonds. I really messed up by not bringing a iron pickaxe. I know what to do with you. I don't want any of that stuff. Oh, you're trying to explode, but you can't. Yeah, what you gonna do now? Can't explode without your appendix. Beat you to death with my chest opener. Take everything out. Yeah, boom. Or actually, no boom, because you can't boom. Alright, let's see here. Gotta find some iron. And yeah, I know it spawns better at higher elevations, but unfortunately, I am not at a higher elevation. Oh man, well, we may have to like mark the coordinates here and come back, because we found a couple of diamonds in the one spot. We got a diamond here, and then we had a couple more. I've already lost where they were. I'll find them again. Oh gosh, there's another one. Oh, ridiculous. Well, we definitely found better luck with diamonds here in the cave than we ever did. Oh, look at this. We got some iron, but we got to get through some skeletons first. Well, we're going to just kind of let them battle it out here. Let's not get involved in a battle we don't need to be involved in. Look at this guy. These guys are idiots. We're just going to let them take care of each other. Boom. All right, well, last man standing gets me. All right, boom. That was easy. All right, let's see here. Is this please be 2 iron and not just 1? Yes. All right, we're going to be able to get our diamonds. Wait for the bar to fill before swinging. Interesting. Interesting. Fox, I love it. Please, yes, all like this stream so that we get some more people to check it out. Would love to fill this up. Not that you guys aren't awesome, but would be great to have even more people here checking this out. So please do give it a like, and probably a good time to plug all my other content. You know, it definitely helps me out as a streamer if you go and like and comment on any of my other videos. I'm posting all sorts of shorts just because I'm trying to get my channel built up. So if you notice that I've got a lot of shorts out recently, I'm trying to make good shorts. I'm using my long form content to turn it into shorts, and just seems to be a better way to get people to find my channel. Most people don't want to start off with a 30-minute episode of me doing Skyblock, but a 20-second clip of me messing with a wandering trader. People seem to be a little bit more willing to check that out. So please go and like, comment on everything that you see. It really does help get other people to discover the channel, and the more people who discover the channel, the more content I will be able to make. So if you're enjoying this, please help me make more by making more people watch what I'm making. Hope that made sense. All right, we got the iron pickaxe. So we're going to go ahead here. Oh, beautiful. 2 diamonds. Nice. All right, so there's our first 2 diamonds. Let's smelt up gold since we got some flame left, and I can see another diamond there and another diamond there, so we got at least 2 more to go. So yes, I do edit the videos for the shorts. I have a program I use to basically take clips from my long form content and turn it into the short form with the captions. And then, yes, I am trying my best. This hobby, actually, believe it or not, is from my kids. I never played Minecraft before I had kids. Minecraft didn't exist when I was a kid, to be fair, so that's probably part of it. But my kids played Minecraft before I ever did. They were, the right demographic, age, whatever you want to call it. Look at that. So no more diamonds, but there's some iron to get into Minecraft. And they started playing it and would always ask me to play with them. And at first I was just like, this game is kind of weird. Like, what are you trying to do? And I didn't understand it. And then thankfully, at one point, they talked me into playing. And they play on the PlayStation. So they talked me into playing with them. And I don't like very much playing on the PlayStation. The controls just don't work for me. It's too slow. Like, I don't feel like you can move and maneuver very fast. So I started playing on my computer. And at first, I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, how do you control this on a computer? And then played it a little more and got good enough at it that I now almost exclusively play on the computer. I will occasionally still play on the PlayStation, mostly like to play with them. I won't really ever do that on my own, but I will play with them on the PlayStation sometimes. And the computer, I just find the control to be so much better. A lot easier to maneuver. A lot of times I'll play without a mouse though, and that can be tough, because playing on the little trackpad on a laptop. But with the mouse is what I'm doing right now, and it's definitely the easiest maneuvering is when you've got mouse in one hand and then the keys in the other. So this little offshoot cave has been awesome. More diamonds here. We, like I said, found 0 diamonds strip mining. We had found 2 on our way down to our strip mine. We just found 7 in the first, what has it been, 20 minutes or so? Where's my streaming? I don't see my timer. Oh, there we go. 27 minutes I've been on stream, and we already have 7 diamonds. So definitely making a better progress here. Well, yeah, thanks, For Honor. That was really what it was all about for me. Was I like to do things that my kids like to do. It's hard when you have kids to just do the things that you like to do. You definitely want to find those things that have that better balance of like you enjoy it and they enjoy it. That's the ideal situation. And thankfully, my kids have gotten into some pretty cool things. And this is by far the coolest one. This whole challenge that we're doing today, this was them. Like, so on top of getting me into Minecraft, my son started talking one day about this crazy mod where you take things out of the chest of mobs, and it took me a while just to understand what he was even talking about, because I'm like, that just doesn't make sense. And I let him explain it, and then I kind of got started on that skyblock challenge, and I was like, well, when I finished the skyblock challenge. But then I ultimately tried it out when I was just testing my streaming setup. I wanted to just, use it as a way to test it out. And be honest, like, I'm learning all sorts of stuff. Like, getting a mod like this chest cavity mod required me to download a different program to load an older version of Minecraft. So this is Minecraft 1.18. Obviously right now I think it's like, 120.20 or 1.21. So this is an older version of Minecraft. So I had to get a mod or a program that let me load that lets me load in, this mod. When I first streamed the Skyblock, if you watch the episode 1 and 2 remix that I posted on my channel recently, you'll see that the quality is so low by comparison to the quality that my more recent stuff has. That's because I was streaming it using one software that just is not meant for video game streaming. It's more of it is a streaming software, but it's more meant for like, I don't know if webinars are the right thing, but like podcasting, I guess, like video casting. Oh, there is a spawner down here. There is. I knew there had to be. I knew that there was no way that there wasn't a spawner to make that many zombies. I just hadn't found it yet. All right. We got to get these guys. And then we got to go shut off that spawner. Whew. It's hard not to swing the sword fast. Oh, is that a creeper just blew up on me? Wow, I didn't even see that guy. Hard not to swing fast when you've got that many guys attacking you. Whew. Well, we shut off the spawner. There was a chest in here, I think. Yeah, there was. Boom! Look at that. All right, fire. Oh gosh, we're gonna have to get rid of some stuff here because we're overloaded. All right, let's do a little organization. We're gonna go ahead and smelt up. No, we don't really. Yeah, we'll go ahead and smelt up some iron. Yeah, I am playing on Java, and it definitely my kids have told me that there's way more that you can do on Java than you can on Bedrock. They are quite jealous because they would like to play on Bedrock, on Java, but right now they don't have that option. Maybe someday, maybe we'll get them set up with systems that they can use Java, but right now they're limited to Bedrock, and they're quite jealous that I'm not. Let's see. Mod packs with millions of downloads, mods for everything out there, technology, Lord of the Rings. I'll have to try some other ones. Right now, trying to focus on one at a time. I guess I'll take this music disc. I don't really love music discs, but I guess I'll take it. We can craft some sticks. I'm just trying to figure out like what I can do to consolidate my inventory. If I craft some sticks, that frees up a little space. Did I drop? Yeah. Let's see, and we can use those to craft up the rest of that. All right, I'm not really in love with these books. Fire Aspect 1, I have no interest in. Thorns, I don't really have an interest in. So, like, cool to find, but pretty useless when you get down to it. I don't need gunpowder. I don't need rotten flesh. I don't need the tough. I think I can leave some cobblestone behind. We'll take the music disc. We'll take the string. Learned how to code by playing the game. That's pretty cool, Tiny Fox. I am not much of a coder, but that's pretty cool that you can learn that. Used a grindstone to grind it to get XP and a book. Grind what? Oh, that's cool. Lord of the Rings mod pack, long-term world. That is a long time for one world, 3 years. That's pretty impressive. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on from this room because there wasn't much worth finding in here. We'll just leave that spawner. Maybe someday we'll come back to it, make a farm out of it. Oh, so you can take the... Oh, you get an XP and a book. Oh, interesting. I didn't know you could do that. All right, well, we've got the space, so we'll take them. They might end up left behind if I find something else that I want more. My problem right now is I'm going to run out of torches soon. We'll go ahead and do that. We need our food back where we can eat it. So the world that I showed you guys in my long-term survival world tour, I think I've been playing that one for probably 4 to 5 years because that's the one that I started on. That was like my first Minecraft world. I've definitely played in a lot of other worlds along the way. All right, we got a decent chunk of diamonds, but I certainly wouldn't say no to more. Plenty of redstone down here. Don't really need redstone for anything. I mean, 1.5 years in a world isn't bad. Like, don't sleep on that because it takes effort to play a world for that long. I have a hardcore world that maybe I'll show you guys sometime. That's like I haven't played it a ton, but it's, you know, I wanted to challenge myself at one point to beating the Ender Dragon in hardcore. So it's a decent world. Months though, not years, that I put into that one. Definitely not as impressive as my survival world. Man, redstone everywhere, but diamonds almost nowhere. 2015. I probably got into Minecraft, let's see, probably more like 2019, if I had to guess, was when I first played. I don't really know for sure, but that would be my guess if I were to try to put a date to it. Just the biggest difference that I like, or the thing that I like about Minecraft and that, you know, a lot of video games nowadays have, is the ability to play forever. Like when I was a kid, video games did not work that way. Like, for one, they didn't even have the save mechanism because none of them had the memory that these games all have. But for two, like they had a set start and finish. Like you started here, you finished here, and in between there were things you had to do, and when it was over, it was over. Like there was no just keep finding new ways to play. And games like this, like there is no finish. Like you can just play forever, which I love because I enjoy playing. And I would be really, really upset if I had to stop. But I like that, you know, especially with all the mods and challenges and things, you can continue to find ways to play. So you don't, you know, your own creativity and imagination are about the only things that limit you in a game like this. And that's where, like, my long-term world, you know, you've seen that I've built like 3 or 4 different castles. And that's because, you know, for one, I like castles, but for two, it's just a way to like keep the world going. It's like, oh, well, I wonder if I could build something out of this material, or oh, I wonder what it would look like if I built this. And then you kind of like, I've spent, you know, full days just clearing space in that world to build something, and then being like, oh, I don't know what to build here. But I wasn't bored that day because I cleared a complete jungle forest out of an area that once had one. Okay, so we're back to kind of our main cave here. That was a cool offshoot. I was starting to really like, I was getting ready to dog this cave. See ya, Tiny Fox. Good luck on your exam. I will hope to catch you on the next one. Oh yeah, that's cool. Build PCs for a living. But yeah, they've come a long way. I always tell my kids about, like, you know, my first computer used an actual big floppy disk. Like when you hear the term floppy disk, like they actually used to be floppy, and they were huge, and they held almost nothing. And then we had the 3x5, you know, what they called floppy disk that didn't flop because it was actually a hard disk. You know, and then you got to CD-ROM and then DVD-ROM, and now everything is, you know, on the cloud and hard drives and everything else, and it's just amazing the trajectory that these things have followed to get from where we were to where we are today. Almost fell into the lava there. All right, well, I think I'm gonna attempt to find my way back out of here because my inventory's pretty full. I found some diamonds. I think that's where I need to get to. This must not be the cave that I was looking at initially, though. What's going on down here? Oh, those are bats. Look at that. Bats that are like burning up in the lava. That was crazy. All of a sudden, I just saw a fireball, and then I saw another fireball, and then another fireball. Well, it was bats burning up in lava. So that's kind of crazy. Didn't expect to see that. Well, that was not on my bingo card today. But they looked like fireballs. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've thought about doing that in my long-term world. Like, just put yourself into like a new place and then start from scratch, even though it's a world that you've played in for a long time. Oh wow, nuclear physics. So that's intense. You know. IT is cool, but nuclear physics is definitely a bit more intensive. All right, now I did not go up where I thought I was supposed to go up because I ended up back over here. Okay, where is my actual way up and out of here? I'm thinking it's over here, maybe? Actually, I think it's over here. This looks right. Yeah, those are my stairs. Right. Well, I mean, not an unsuccessful mining trip by any stretch. Got ourselves 7 diamonds and a bunch of gold. Picked up some iron. All things we can use. More importantly, we learned how to disarm a creeper. And that to me is just so cool, because creepers in this game are like, I mean, I don't know who hasn't had just an awful death to a creeper. But like, there's nothing more frustrating or, you know, honestly embarrassing than getting blown to bits by a creeper. And the fact that I can just steal his appendix now and avoid getting blown to bits, that makes me happy. The nuclear reactor mod, and that's what got you into nuclear physics. I love it. That's so cool. Minecraft for the win there. Gotta love when your, you know, fun time leads to a actual career. All right, well, I'm officially out of torches. That's not good, because I would like to continue exploring, but I can't see without torches. So we're going to have to keep going up to the surface now. And the question is, what is the way up to the surface? I'm pretty sure I had it clearly marked with torches, so I'm thinking I went the wrong way. Maybe it was over this way. I don't remember dirt, but this looks right. This definitely looks like my way out. Up this way. So now that we've got some diamonds, we can craft ourselves a diamond pickaxe. We could come back down and get the obsidian that we need for a nether portal. I think that might be the play. Honestly, what am I thinking? I don't even need to come back down. I could just craft that now. Let's just do that now. Let's go ahead back down to where that lava was making obsidian. And let's collect up some obsidian. Nuclear reactors are cool. Like, definitely, I feel like there's a little bit of a danger to them and, you know, a little stigma that goes with them. But at the same time, I feel like they are such a cool format of power that, yeah, I have to agree with you. They're being the future makes sense. All right, there's my obsidian pit. So we're going to go ahead and grab enough obsidian that we can get ourselves to the nether. Let's see, can we block this water? There we go. Where's this coming from? Tell Minecraft physics are more physics than I can handle, let alone nuclear. Can't seem to figure out the physics of Minecraft water. Alright, so the question is this going to just be lava underneath here? Because if so, we might lose the obsidian. Yeah, it sure is. So how do we manage that? Let's think for a second. I guess if we do that and then come down here and actually like get all the way up on it. Oh wait, let's make sure. Yeah, we do have an inventory slot. Yeah, well, that's just it. Is I think we almost got into nuclear power probably before we could fully handle it, and because of that, there were those incidents that gave it a bad name. So cool. So this method seems to work. If we stand, if we stand like right up on the obsidian when we mine it, it doesn't just fall immediately into the lava, and we're able to collect it before it burns up. We'll keep closing this off just so that we can stay on top of our obsidian here. So what do we need here? How many blocks of obsidian do we need to get to the nether? 2, 4, and 6, so 10. I think we need 10 to make a nether portal. So one of my goals is I also, want to beat the game in the traditional sense. So I want the obsidian so I can get to the nether, so I can find a nether fortress, so I can get blaze rods, that whole rigmarole. Oh, shoot. That was my water. Oh, you know what? That's what I should have done. Oh, boy. Where did you come from? Where the heck? A baby zombie out of nowhere. Just literally just runs up behind me. And then when he dies, he drops a carrot. Like, what? And I have no inventory space to grab the carrot. I guess I probably don't need 4 creeper appendixes. I'm not really going to be blowing myself up that frequently. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. He was just running into a corner. He came out of nowhere, and he decided that he was just going to, have himself a little fun running into a corner. I'm not complaining, though. I mean, I have yet to find a village, so I don't have any carrots yet. I think I had some potatoes that I got from a sunken ship, but, I mean, that gives me carrots now that I can farm. And that's more water. I gotta remember that I've got these blocks here for a reason. Keep thinking like, oh, it'll be easier to get to the obsidian if I move this piece of deep slate. Yeah, I mean, just in general, a lot of the mobs in this game are kind of broken. Like, they're not broken, but like predictable, I guess is more the word for it. Like, that one was broken. Like, clearly there was, no logic to what that zombie was doing. But like, very predictable AI, which lets you do things with them for sure. Like, knowing that villagers will make an iron golem, lets you make an iron farm. So like, in some ways it's great that they're predictable. In others, it's just like, the game would certainly be more challenging if they did random things instead of doing the exact same things. But in the case of that zombie, I have no idea where he came from or what he was doing. I guess it is dark in some areas around me, so plenty of places that they could come from. Cost of reactors. Okay. So are they more expensive than other forms of power? I've never really looked into it. That's what I would have to think, is that like anything producing power, especially in the current like AI era where power is so so much of a needed commodity, that I would think the ability to produce it would be massively valuable at this point. Dude, for honor, I am glad you said it. Skeletons in hardcore. I will not go into a cave in hardcore until I have a shield. Those things hit you with every single arrow, and the amount of damage that they do is unreal. Like, I have lost more hardcore worlds to a quick battle with a skeleton where, no armor. Oh my gosh, another one. I've apparently got a baby zombie problem down here. And now he's a baby zombie drowned. Baby drowned. That was weird. I just watched this dude, and he won't die. I just watched this dude convert from a baby zombie into a baby drowned in front of my eyes. He appeared out of nowhere, and he wouldn't die. Yeah, I hardcore skeletons. That's where I was at. They are ridiculous. I do not mess around with those guys because I've died way too many times to hardcore skeletons. All right, I think I've got 14. I'm trying to make sure I've got enough to make a nether portal, and I want to make an enchanting table. I think I'm at that point now. So now we'll grab this one more, and then it's just a matter of finding our way back up to the surface, which I think it's over that way and then up that way. Yeah, that would be the way. All right. So this has been a very fruitful trip because we got enough diamonds to make a pickaxe. We've got enough obsidian to make a nether portal and an enchanting table. I think we've got the diamonds that we need for the enchanting table. We got the books that we can use thanks to the tip from Fox, Evil Fox, I should say. The tips that we can use to grind those books into regular books, which I didn't know you could do that. But we will do it if we have to. I think I've got cows though. I haven't started farming any sugar cane to make paper, but I've got cows to make leather, which I probably should use some of that leather to make some. I hope that this version has bundles. Oh darn, I don't know if it does. I think I might be too old of a version for bundles at this point. I don't know what the rest of you guys, but I love bundles because I always have issues with my inventory overflowing, and bundles to me are such a great way to manage a inventory. 80 to 100 years on a reactor. So like, I think it's got to be the perception then that has stopped there from being more reactors. Like if people weren't scared to have one near them, it seems like that would be the go-to. Like if they last that long and if they are the most efficient option, why wouldn't you want nuclear power? Yeah, that's what I thought. Darn. Well, that's disappointing because I could definitely go for some bundles. Oh, I don't have any room for that. Shoot. Guess we're going to abandon our furnace. Oh, wow. Run forever with only hydrogen as fuel? Yeah, so then you really take that whole cost to value ratio and just make it completely impossible to avoid. Now, is one safer than the other? Is the fission reactor safer than the fusion reactor? Because I think that, again, I think the problem people have is that they just don't trust that they're safe enough. So I think that's you gotta have something that tells you that, hey, these are safe too. I'm going to open this up a little bit so I can actually remember that this is the way to go. Although, no, I don't know which way to go. Oh, here we go. Here's my path up. All right, we made it down to the cave. We got some diamonds. And now we are making our way out of the cave. I'm just reading what you said there, Tup Pup. Swimming near a reactor. Just don't swim into the reactor, right? Everything's fine as long as you don't swim in the reactor. So we've done fission on a small scale, you're saying. All right. All right. We picked up some coal on the way up. Oh. the new fusion will be safer, is what you're saying. Okay. All right. So, need to unload the inventory again. We're going to need another chest, actually, to do that. All the iron that I had up here that I wasn't using for some reason. We'll drop these creeper, appendix. We'll drop that music disc. We'll drop that. We'll put that here. Get rid of these books. All right. Now, I got another creeper appendix. Wow, I didn't realize I had so many of those. I was really not being kind to the creepers. Alright, so now we can go ahead here and we can take some potatoes and some wheat. Plant some more wheat. Plant some potatoes. Let's go ahead and plant this carrot so that we don't get stuck with just the one. Boom. And then we can go ahead and breed at least a couple more cows. Well, one more. So, no sense in killing a cow to make a bundle if we can't make a bundle. I think we're going to go to the nether. I think that's the play. Let's go to the nether. Although, still kind of low on food. Let's bake up those potatoes. Although, let's not bake them all. Let's plant some more. Forgot that I could expand my garden. Oh yeah, we got diamonds there too. So we got 6 diamonds left. Let's go ahead and let's expand our garden a little here and plant up these potatoes so that we get some more potatoes going. And then we also should probably get some more wheat going because we're pretty low on wheat. So we need more wheat, more potatoes. You know, you've heard of meat and potatoes. This is wheat and potatoes. We're going to get this farm expanded a little bit here. And then, what do you say? Another portal over here? Sure. Why not right about here? Come on. I think I have a flint. I gotta remember now if I do or not. And just that one for good luck to make it look good. And boom, we got another portal. Wow, that was so much easier than Skyblock. I'm still like scarred by that Skyblock experience of getting the lava, getting the dripstone so I could multiply the lava so that I could make another portal. It took me so long to make a nether portal, and here I just made one in about 0 seconds. I guess it's my 3rd stream, but the first time that I've actually tried in any form or fashion to make one, and I'm successfully made one. Right, so let's see. I don't need those. I don't need that. I do like to have some blocks when I go to the nether. So we'll bring a few stacks of blocks. Definitely want as much food as I can bring. So let's go ahead and cook up some more food. Stay forever. So that sounds like maybe that's the issue, For Honor. I'm sure you're gonna finish your sentence there, but nuclear energy, nuclear reaction that starts and then stays forever. That sounds scary. Like, not sure about you, but I consider that a little frightening. Just the idea that something is like gonna forever be burning. El Capitan, Dude, come on. Turn on the notifications. What are you doing? I've told you, I stream at odd times. I don't really keep a regular schedule. You're going to have to just see that notification and pop on. Right now, we were mining for diamonds. We went into a cave and did find some diamonds. It was much, much better diamond hunting in the cave. We ended up with, I think, 7 from the cave. So we got a diamond pickaxe. We mined up some obsidian. And right now, we are working on a trip to the Nether. That's next up on our list here. So we're going to get some torches, because I use torches in the Nether to kind of like help me find my way. Probably want another pickaxe too. Let's see, I got sticks. Alright, I think I'm pretty good here. Alright, so we got our nether portal. We're going to light that puppy up. And let's go see what the nether's got going on for us. Oh. Yeah, I guess that would be a challenge with a reactor if there's nothing we can use to like keep it from overheating. I forgot I wanted to drop off this bad boy. I just don't need that. And I don't really think I need a... Let's do this. Help me remember that this is where I'm storing some lava. Put this one here so we can see it. That way we have the bucket. All right. We stole, what is it, 5 creeper spleens? And I think it's the appendix, not the spleen. But we learned that if you get the appendix out fast enough, the creeper can't blow up. So we actually were having some fun disabling creepers. They were coming at me. I was ripping them open, getting that appendix out like a trained surgeon. And then they were completely unable to explode or hurt me. It was actually a lot of fun. Now that I feel like I am master of the creeper instead of the creeper being master of me. I'm feeling like I don't have enough food. And I see a cow. And I'm going to go ahead and take him because it feels like I could use some more food. Let's do this actually. We're going to go ahead and grab his muscles so we can make some sliced meat. And then we'll go ahead and we're going to craft that into some sliced, oops, too much meat. So we've got a little something extra to eat. All right, now I feel better. Probably drop off this leather. I suppose I should cook up the sliced meat. And then we'll sleep through the night. And then we'll head to the nether. We're almost there, guys. We're almost to the nether. I was on my way through the door, and then I got thrown off. Yeah, we went down in the mines, and we blew up. And oh, yeah, I should show you. Here's my collection now of creeper appendix. So yeah, they act like a fuse, that one-time use, and they will blow you to bits. For honor, that was really educational, not gonna lie. I did not know any of that about nuclear reactors. So the radiation is less, but the heat is more. That's interesting too. But yeah, thanks for sharing some knowledge with us. All right, we're gonna let a few more of these cook up because I do want to have enough food. The nether can be a scary place, and even scarier when you are completely without food, because not a whole lot in the nether that you can eat. There's a couple of things, but you can find yourself really quickly with nothing to eat and no chance at replenishing your life. So we're going to go ahead and just cook up a couple more of these, and then we'll bring the uncooked ones with us too. I think that's probably good, actually. We'll go ahead with what we got there, and let's get to the nether. Let's quit stalling. All right, let's go ahead and do that. And we're going. We are going to the nether. Oh, that was weird. Looked like it was raining. Oh boy. We're in a crimson forest, so that means we got to watch out for hoglins. We're going to go ahead real quick and we're going to build around our portal here. I always like to have my portal safe and secure. That way I feel like I have a little bit of a home away from home here. So we'll go ahead and do this. Alright, we'll get this. Oh my gosh, could I have gotten any luckier? Can you believe that? That's another fortress. Oh gosh, and that's a big one. Talk about luck. Oh, man. All right. Well, I got really lucky there. I spawned right next to a nether fortress, but I also spawned right next to a piglin who did not appreciate me being in the nether with no gold on. So let's remedy that. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a little bit of gold armor so that he will leave us alone this time around. Oh gosh. Yeah, sometimes I got myself so excited about seeing the nether fortress that I literally just stopped paying any attention to my surroundings. Ooh, I will have to check out the hoglins to see what they've got going on inside. But first I gotta hope I get my chest opener back. Because right now, I don't have one. Piglin. Oh, he's got all my armor on? Give me a break, dude. Alright, well, I got my diamond pickaxe back. He didn't have my sword, and he's going to wish he did. I want my armor back. Come at me, bro. Alright, that was not cool of him to take all my armor and my shield. Let's see. Okay. I should have tried opening him up, but I was just too focused on getting rid of him. Yeah, the piglin. That's actually what I was thinking too. I should have opened him up, but I was distracted by trying to kill him. Alright, let's see. Let's reorder our inventory here. And boom. Alright. Okay, so now we can marvel at the fact that we spawned right next to another fortress. I am awful. My accent? I don't have an accent. But yes, you can safely guess that I am from the United States. That would be a safe bet. If you can guess what part I grew up in, I might even admit to that. I don't live where I grew up anymore, so I don't mind. I could share that, but I have been told that I have an accent from where I grew up. Also in the U.S., I should add. All right, so now we've got a little bit of a safe space here, just a little bit, around our portal. I think we're going to go straight into the nether fortress, because one of the things on our goal list is to get something out of a blaze, and I forget exactly what it was, but I think it lets you shoot fire. So we definitely want whatever that is. No. Minnesota. Yeah, no, not Minnesota. Definitely would have more of a Ota if I were from Minnesota. But not too far off. Lower Midwest is definitely a better guess. A terrible place. Oh, we've got the achievement of getting into the Nether Fortress. Yeah, Minnesotans definitely have a fairly distinct accent. Though the city I grew up in, I believe, does as well. Oh, here we go. Come on. Come at me, bro. We got it. Whatever it was, we've got it. Whatever it was that we were supposed to get, we got it, because we got one of everything that he's got. What did we get here? Blaze shell, functional blaze rod, or functioning blaze rod, and a blaze core. That's what it was that we wanted. All right, boys, let's get some. We just accomplished another goal here in our chest cavity challenge. Didn't think we were going to get one today. Oh, man. Well, and then we also have the goal of getting to the nether, which means we need some actual blaze rods. So we're going to hang out over here. And we're going to get ourselves some blaze rods. Now, I'm getting shot at by another blaze, but I don't know where that was from. Oh, boy. And, of course, they spawn 3 at a time. I was really hoping you'd spawn 1. Come on, dude. What the heck is this? 3 blazes at once. That's not quite what I had in mind. You guys are getting closer. It's a pretty distinct location that I would acknowledge. It's not Kansas, it's not Iowa. Oh man, I don't want to die. I don't want to die! So I'm going to run through some fire because I don't want to die. I should have like encapsulated that a little bit more to make it so that it was a little safer, because now I've got like no hope of getting over there with 4 blazes. 5 blazes, holy cow. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're asking for trouble here. Need to like lure them over here, but they don't want to come over. They just want to hang out over there. They know where it's safe, and where it is safe is where they are, not where I am. I'd much rather be on their side of the table right now. Look at how many there are. All right, we're going to go ahead and cap this. We can't have more of them spawn. No! Shoot. All right. Well, the good news is we're not far from our starting point. The bad news is we don't have our gold helmet on anymore, so that could be an issue. I should have come back and dropped off that blaze heart. Yeah, that's fair, Capitan. Where I live now is a much more vanilla accent, and I think I've lost a lot of my original accent. Oh gosh, no, Mr. Hoglin, no. Not until I get my stuff. Then we'll open you up. Yeah, it's a good call. We'll do that after we pick everything up again. The good news is we got the thing we wanted back already. Got our diamond pickaxe. Looks like we may have lost some things though. Because I definitely had I feel like I had a fuller inventory than this. Alright, where's my chest opener? Okay, good, I got that. That's what I most care about. Can't play this game without the chest opener. Do I have a shield anymore? No, I don't. Shoot. Alright, well, we're going to retreat back to... Oh, come on. How did he hit me? We're going to retreat back to the overworld here for a second. We are going to open up a Hoglin on our way, though. Oh gosh, he's too healthy to open. Alright. We're going to go back to the overworld. You know, eventually you'll guess all 50 states, and it'll be hard for me not to acknowledge one of them. But it is not Arkansas. Okay, so we've got the blaze core, but we lost the other stuff. I think we need that other severely hydroallergenic. Good fire resistance, only compatible with blaze. blaze core. Okay. So we're going to save that for later because I don't even have a faintest idea of where to start with that. I don't know what you do with a blaze shell either. We don't need to carry that. We lost our sword. Jeez, we lost everything. Alright, we grab a new sword. We'll grab some iron and craft up a new shield. We need some boots, so we need to get some iron boots here going. Oh man, yeah, we'll bring a chest in so that we can capture some of the fun stuff in the nether. We're going to go ahead and craft ourselves up a pair of boots. I think we need one more for that. Whew, that nether is nothing to mess around with. Those blazes get you fast. Alright, so now we need to keep at it with the food because we're going to need more food. We got some blocks. We lost our crafting table. We lost our axe. We lost a lot, but thankfully our diamond pickaxe, that would have been the thing I would be most upset if I lost, and we did not lose that. So don't need to go ahead and don't need to go back looking for diamonds for a new pickaxe. No, not Indiana either, but you are definitely in the right geographical area. Just grabbing some wood here because I think I also lost all my torches. So I'm going to need to craft up, need to smelt up some charcoal so I can make some more torches. Yeah, I did lose lost all my torches. I lost a lot of my weaponry. It's all right. Well, all things that we can recreate and get ourselves back on track here pretty quick. Well. All right, Tup Pup. Good night, my friend. Catch you next time. Probably getting close to that point for me as well. But right now I'm having a little too much fun to call it quits. I really didn't expect to get to the nether here today. That was not on my bingo card, that I would find the diamonds, find the lava pit, and be able to kind of put everything together to get to the nether. And definitely was not on my bingo card that I would get to a nether fortress and be able to get a blaze core, because those things can be so hard to find, and I am terrible at navigating the nether. That's definitely not something I'm very good at. So the fact that I managed to spawn where I could see, managed to enter the nether where I could see a nether fortress, that is really, really exciting, because it means that I will be able to have a nether fortress. Alright, some torches. And, I mean, I don't need as many torches because I am right next to the fortress. I usually use torches to kind of like mark a pathway back to where I'm at. Oh, nice. Heading to the gym, For Honor? Have fun. Exercise is important. I hit the gym right before this, so I'm cruising my way into my evening here. Capitan, it is not Nebraska or Missouri, but you are quickly eliminating the entire country. Alright, I I think we're good to head back. We got a gold helmet. I think we got everything we need to feel okay heading to the nether again. It's not like we have far to go. Yeah, I do want to get a... Yep, nailed it. American Samoa. You are correct, sir. I'm going to go ahead and let's see. There was a hoglin that we saw. Have to hurt him a little bit before we can open him. That's my chest. See, I hadn't done that yet today, and I was actually very happy. But now I've opened my own chest twice. He's too healthy. How can he be too healthy still? He's going to make me not healthy. Oh, gosh. And now I'm in the lava. Oh, my gosh. Stupid. Alright, let's try that again. So, maybe we hurt the hoglin enough to open him up this time? But first we need to get our chest opener back. Good thing is the hoglin isn't going to steal my stuff. The bad thing is one of these times I am going to lose my diamond pickaxe. And I do not really like the idea of losing it. How is he too healthy? Beating the heck out of him. That's my chest. Alright, get out of here. Regroup. Alright. Didn't lose my pickaxe, so I'm still good there. I swear, I mean, I feel like if I hit the guy one more time, he's going to die. So I'm trying not to hit him, but I also feel like it keeps telling me he's too healthy to open, so I'm going to have to hit him again. Thinking about this logically, I probably should be leaving my diamond pickaxe behind. Oh, that was his chest. Shoot. It looks a lot like a regular pig. Not gonna lie. I got his spine, so at least now he'll stop. Oh, well, he'll stop attacking me unless I get close enough to him for him to attack me. I guess that's logical. Come on, little guy. I just want to get you out of my way. I just want to get the little guy so he'll stop attacking me. And then I can get a better look at what's going on with this big guy. That's my chest. So I got to get close enough to him, pretty much close enough that he can hurt me in order to open him up. See, and then that was too much. Well, I did get a look at it. It looked like it was pretty much the same as a regular pig. I didn't see anything that looked unique in there. If we can get this little guy open, we'll get another look. Oh, another big guy over there. I don't really feel like having to deal with the big guy. Yeah, I would guess the piglin might be different. I feel more confident that the piglin's going to be different than that the hoglin. If I can find another piglin, I will open him up. Right now, I want to go back into my nether fortress here. Grab some glowstone, just for fun. So that's a zombified piglin. I could try opening him up. Let's try doing this with some logic. We're going to trap... Oh, gosh. No, we're not. Alright. We're going to trap this guy somewhere. And then, let's see. Can we just open him right up? Oh, yeah, we can. So he's a little different. Oh, he's hurting me. Oh gosh, he's hurting me. He did not appreciate having his chest open. And despite having no spine, he's still attacking me. Because that's his spine, I thought. Pretty sure I took his spine. So he definitely was different on the inside than a pig. Kind of more like zombie-ish, I would say. Like his innards looked a little more like a zombie's, but not the same as a zombie's. Oh shoot. I was trying to put my shield up and I just opened myself. So we're clear over here. Let's get ourselves healthy again. Just trying to see what else we've got in this nether fortress before I go right back at those blazes. This looks like a dead end. There's another piglin. The zombified variety. Ooh, a wither skeleton. That's scary. Oh, there's a chest. I want to go there. But I hear a wither skeleton. Where's the wither skeleton? There's a blaze. Can't quite go through there. Almost can. So, wither skeletons definitely scare me. And that's what I didn't think to bring, was I should have brought a bucket of milk. So I want to get across here. I'm afraid there's going to be a wither skeleton over there, but I saw a chest, so I'm willing to make the trip across and find out. So it does work on skeletons. I've opened them up, and they have like nothing inside of them. So I mean, that makes sense logically if you think about it. All they have is a spine and ribs. So when you open a skeleton, it's pretty much a waste. There's just nothing there. But yes, the answer is you can open a skeleton. Oh, interesting. So this one's like right up at the roof level. So there's a staircase here. Oh, some nether wart. Nice. All right, what do we got in the chest? Oh, nice. Take all that. Not the best loot you could have found, but not the worst either. Yeah, I'm going to guess that a wither skeleton's about the same. Like, it would just make sense that they would have, like, maybe, like, black bones instead of white bones. Alright, we'll go down here. Is that the wither skeleton over there? I can't tell. I can hear him rattling, but I can't tell where he is. Yeah, that's him right there. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get him to come at us. He can't get under that, but I can. And then let's see what's in him. Yeah, exactly what I figured. So that's what a regular skeleton looks like, that, just white. So he's got just blackness. That's me. Come on, buddy. Come all the way. Oh, I took his spine. He can't move. I guess that's fair. He can't come at me without his spine. Like, come at me, bro, but bro didn't have a spine. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense. Like, they shouldn't have anything else in them. Another room with nether wart. I'm looking for a chest. There's another chest. Another one down there too. More gold armor. Guess we'll take it. We'll take the saddle. Pretty much full up now. Oh, jeez. More of the same. Just lighten it up in here because I'm certain I'm going to get lost. Ooh, mixing the bones. That'd be interesting. Now I wonder if you put a wither skeleton bone inside of a regular skeleton, does it make him into a wither skeleton? That'd be interesting to find out. Ooh, got another blaze. This one looks like he's on his own, though. We can handle one blaze. We just can't handle a half a dozen. Hey, there's a diamond. That's what we were hoping for. Well, hello there, Billy. We made our way into another fortress, and we've gotten ourselves so far. We've got the blaze heart. What we don't have is any blaze rods, which is what we were hoping to get. Now, just kind of making our way through the fortress right now. But I'm thinking it's probably time, about time, for me to call it quits on this stream. So I'm going to just find my way back to my entry point. Remember correctly, is over here. Well, El Capitan, be sure to set up notifications so that when I go live next time, you're able to join in right away. Billy, do the same. Sorry that you joined right as I'm signing off. No worries. But we did a lot today. We got down into a cave, found ourselves a bunch of diamonds. We used those diamonds to make a diamond pickaxe. We used that diamond pickaxe to mine some obsidian. That obsidian that we mined, we used it to make a nether portal. That nether portal ended up being right next to a nether fortress. That meant that we were able to go right into the nether fortress. And once we were in the nether fortress, we quickly found a blaze. We got that blaze core, so we checked another item off of our list. Next time, we'll figure out what it is that we do with the blaze core. I think we might have needed those blaze rods that we got out of the blaze, but I lost those when I died. So hopefully we'll figure out how to get those back again, or maybe be able to. It's not figure out. I know we can. We just got to do it. And then we'll figure out what we do with a blaze core so that next time around we can hopefully turn ourselves into a fire shooter. And have a little bit of fun with that. But for today, we're going to call it right there and have ourselves a great rest of the evening, everyone. El Capitan, Billy, and everyone else who's tuned in right now. Enjoy your evening. I'll catch you all on the next episode. I am the Dadcrafter.